so fast, man.
Welcome, one and all. Happy New Year's. Happy Monday. Just happy, guys, happy. How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the League of Reyes podcast. I am one of your gracious hosts, Orange Otacon.
And I bid everyone adieu. How's everyone doing? I am Tecmo Joe. Big alohas from everywhere, from the East Coast, West Coast, and all around. How's everyone's New Year's going?
New Year's was a blast, man. New Year's was a blast. I mean, you already know what I'm going to start off with.
I hope you're going to be starting off with that screwball, screwball whiskey that you've been drinking.
Yes, of course. Why not? Why not? Listen, Screwball, if you're listening to this, I want endorsements, all right? Because I am in love with your liquor. I don't remember much, but what I do remember was just that peanut butter goodness. Just so good, man, so good. Other than that, low key night, spend it with my lady, spend it with her friends. Um, it's a good way to bring in the new year, man. Bring in the new year low key. Leave last year low key. Come into the new year low key. What about you, man?
And I just kept it quiet, bro. Kept it extremely quiet. Just stay at home, chill with the family. Was trying to fix up a lot of the stream that I had. I was planning on doing a debut stream New Year's Eve into New Year's Day, but that got canceled. That got demolished because of all audio issues. If you guys don't know, podcast streamers, YouTubers, even influencers always have audio issues. And that is our main component that we've had to deal with past couple months, and we finally started fixing everything going on now.
Yeah, we actually ran into some issues earlier today. Uh,
Unfortunately,
the life of a the life of a podcaster, right?
Jesus Christ.
So, man, New Year. What are your resolutions for this 2023 year?
Oh man, resolutions. Let's see. I have to be. Damn, I hate having to follow. Um, I hate to be the sheep or the wolf in sheep's clothing because I have to get my fat ol' ass back into the gym because one freaking got a new little one coming in. Two, I shouldn't say unfortunately. I put in for my job, my actual shoot job, a weight loss challenge. I'm gonna fail at that because I just love freaking eating. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but food. How should I say? What's the diet that I'm always on? Oh, the
The
seafood
seafood
diet.
diet. Yeah,
If
yeah,
I eat food and I like it, I'm gonna eat it. But this time, this year, 2023, I have to revert back to an old mindset that is going to kind of, how should I say, kind of isolate myself from a lot of things and a lot of bad habits. So it's going to start today. It started yesterday actually on eating properly and everything, and today I kind of pigged out before the stream, before this podcast.
Doesn't count. It's count. Cheat day. Cheat day. Cheat day.
Because the family wanted to go to Olive Garden. Certain someone had their cravings. So tonight, right after the podcast, I'm gonna have to freaking do like 30 minutes of freaking jump rope, another like 20 minutes of rowing, some craziness. But at the same time, I can't go overboard because I need to retrain the freaking muscle fibers back into muscle memory. If I start that now, the next tomorrow I'm gonna be like, I can't move. Damn it. And then I'm gonna be like almost every other um, New Year's resolution person that has has canceled or has freaking debunked their own resolution because they went too far, too overboard right out of the gate, and they don't want to keep going back. So obviously, working out and dieting takes a lot of habits to break. So that's the New Year's resolutions is breaking old habits. That's the big one. Breaking old habits and getting that weight loss down.
I mean, but a lot of people don't realize that's the whole purpose of the resolution is for you to break out of your old habit. The whole purpose behind a resolution is, you're starting brand new, new year. As the saying goes, new year, new me. It also goes down to your mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 100% behind that, bro. Because you know what? For me, I'm one of those people that's notorious for going hard the first week, me not being able to, yeah, me not being able to move the following day, and still saying, no, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta do this, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And then next thing you know, a month later, I'm just like, you know what? I'm a little sore. Let me just a lot of,
Yep.
especially, I mean, you could attest to it, man, because you yourself, you trained for freaking 10 years. You had to train for 10 years, being with your background. But for me, when I was younger and I was playing ball in school, um, I it was just second nature to me, man. It was just second nature, just waking up, going to the gym. So I was never really tired. I never really took a break per se, but give yourself about a 6 month break and you're gonna start feeling it. Let alone years of some type of break, man. But yeah, man, I realized that's been my downfall every year. Every time I'm saying, you know what, it's time to go back to the gym. I go. There's this one dude, and I call him the Incredible Growler because that's all he does is just growl when he lifts. This kid, I don't know if he's in the military now because every time he works out, he wears a navy shirt. I don't know. But he lifts heavy weights, and all you hear is just him growling and grunting, and I'm just like, it's not. If it's for competition, all right, fine. But is this for your ego? He's one of those. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm not trying to be like that this year. I'm getting older. Certain things don't work the way they used
No, but to seriously go back on what you were talking about, weightlifters, certain ones have the ego of wanting to be like Arnold, making making all the crazy noises just to freaking lift heavy. And half the time, and I can really attest to this because I have trained in like powerlifting and a lot of different competitions. You're not supposed to be letting out all that energy. Even if you watch, look at all the CrossFitters. You don't see them freaking. Lift it. I break things up. I put things down. You don't see them doing that, and that's the point that like they're doing everything in control, like pushing everything up. It's awesome to hear like if they're doing a strong like Olympic lift, or I shouldn't even say Olympic lift, but more of the powerlifting lifts like deadlifts, bench press, squats. Sometimes that little bit of energy can either help you or cost you. So just letting out a little air when you're supposed to keep everything nice and tight it's supposed to keep you up, but sometimes a lot of guys just can't help it and get excited. It's like, yeah, you know. So I don't know. Maybe he's just the Arnold, the Governator freaking influencer. I have no idea.
The governor, listen, man. I don't know
You
this dude,
you
man.
might have to go back to your gym and ask him. It's like, bro, why are you always grunting? Why are you always?
You know what's funny
You know,
about?
and then you can go to him like, you don't even sound like freaking CT Fletcher. You don't even sound like he's like,
You're not
oh
commanding anything to grow, damn it. You're commanding
yeah,
everything to scream.
I command you to grow.
What aggravates me the most is that his form is so sloppy. Like I saw him squat today, and he literally just dropped maybe like an inch.
Uh,
No ass to grass type thing. And mind you, you don't have to go ass to grass, but
yeah.
at least go parallel. He didn't even go parallel, and I'm just like, all that for what? Like, listen, man, listen. Sometimes you have to take a long look in the mirror and just say to yourself, I can't lift that much. It's okay. It's okay. You'll get there eventually.
Bro, yeah, you know a lot of people, and I can attest to it to where freaking let's just take a few months ago before the cold started coming in, we were going running and everything. I even told you I had to slow myself down because mentally my brain's like, "Oh, you're used to this. Let's put the pedal to the metal." It's like, trying to run.
My mind's telling me no.
Exactly, man. You know, yeah, you just gotta slow the hell down, let the body catch up to the brain because the brain ain't cutting it. The body's telling you, no, no, my body,
No, 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 no,
my
no, no.
body, tell me it hurts. Like, like, bro, man.
But you know what? I'm proud of us, man. Because you know what? Like, tell this to me maybe 5 years ago. I'd look at you like, no, you're not just going hard enough. No, listen, man. The reality is that I wasn't consistent with it, and that's the key. A lot of people don't understand. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon, and it's a lifestyle. You gotta like you said, you gotta change your whole eating habits. You ate whatever earlier, and now you gotta make sure you balance it out by killing by sweating it out.
Yep.
So I'm gonna try to keep. I'm gonna try to keep it going. Gonna try to keep it consistent. And me, the way I work, the way my regiments are is I listen. I'm not gonna lie about it. I try to imitate a lot of stuff that Dwayne the Rock Johnson does. I do. One of his workout regimens. This is like maybe a few years ago, and this has worked for me. But this is when I was actually in. I guess like you could say it wasn't my best physical shape, but I was in decent physical shape. Um, he would do about 15 to 20 reps for every workout that he did, and he did 4 different workouts. It would be like a chest, a leg workout, a back workout. Like he would work out each body part, but he would make sure he would do about 5 sets of 15 to 20 reps.
Yeah.
I still try to do that. I did that today, but I realized that I couldn't do as much weight as I used to.
Mhm.
And it's like you said, my brain is like, bro, the F is wrong with you. You could do more than this. Put more weight. Put more weight. Go ahead. You can do it. Go ahead. No. Dude, it wasn't. It took me a while. I had to take a step back, humble myself, and say, "Oh, I'm not there yet. I used to be there, but eventually I'll get there. Eventually, but my body's just not built like that right
Your body was like,
now. No, my body's more like,
your brain was saying that. Yeah.
especially that last part. I'm trying to catch my breath.
Yeah,
Oh man.
definitely. Oh
But yes, I
man.
will keep you guys updated because you know what? I'm challenging myself this year to stay with this consistent. At least go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm gonna start with 3. I'm gonna start with 3 times a week. Move it up to 4, 5. Squeeze in some cardio in between all that. I'll keep you guys updated.
Need pictures, man. You got to post up them freaking them Arnold classic moves, them Hulkamania freaking pumps. You gotta
Um,
keep, I didn't just
you
keep this up, there, but you gotta post this stuff, man.
you know for a fact. You know for a fact that I don't like taking pictures of myself. You know that. You know.
Yeah,
Uh,
but you gotta get out them habits.
yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Oh man,
But
but yeah, freaking, we both gotta get that unlock, keep it controlled, and freaking keep it moving. Not quit.
I mean, but other than the typical, I'm gonna get back into shape thing. What else do you plan on? What do you
Man.
hope for? Hope to accomplish this year.
To work one job. That's the biggest thing. That's the biggest goal for the year, everyone. The biggest goal is just to work just one job and have more time at home. Not just for hobbies and streaming more, but to have more time to spend with the family and everything. Right now, some some parts of my job and my night job, I get to work from home, but that's still working. I don't have the more time to spend with the family and everything where I can help out a hell of a lot more in the household and do a lot more things that I would like to do, but just either don't have time or I'm too freaking exhausted mentally and physically to do it. So definitely freaking um, get that going. Make sure just working that one job and then, like I said, have more time to freaking for the family and hobbies. Like I got too many hobbies. I gotta organize all that crap, man.
I hear
You
that. Listen, I got a pile
you seen the dungeon. You seen the dungeon. I got too much freaking things in there.
up.
The missus is always yelling at me like, why you got this? Why you got that? Like, I gotta get control, man.
Oh no, man, that's for sure. Because for me, listen, you've been to my humble abode. You've seen the
Yep.
things that I the things from years ago that I still have not touched, and I keep buying shit. So I
But
definitely
bro,
gotta do that.
actually, you know what? Talking about that, talking about your humble abode, that freaking picture you sent me the other day of the desktop setup and everything. I think we can pull it off in that. At least for so you can have it working right now. And in case the missus decides to throw you out, you got a place where like, all right, fine. You want to throw me out? No, I got my home. I got my stuff.
The fact that you think that she'll throw me out, and the fact that you think that you know that she would. I do like to play with fire a lot, so yeah, I'm surprised I I haven't been admitted to a hospital yet. But anyway,
Oh, yeah, man.
I like them feisty. It's
Hey,
not my
you play
fault.
with the fire, but you don't have enough gasoline at the time. Gas prices are too high.
Yeah, man, I can't afford it. Can't afford it.
Yeah.
Can't afford it, bro. But man,
So
for
in
me,
case anyone is like lost in the sauce about what we're talking about, he showed me a desktop setup. It's actually pretty cool. It's a simple desktop setup where you have like a 27-inch on two sides and like a 50-inch, give or take, maybe a little less, um, right above. So it's a three monitor setup, and it just looked nice. It looked pristine, and it looked perfect for his setup that he has right now. So it's like, bro, we can work with that. We can work with that. You know,
we have the technology. We could build this.
I ain't just the technology. We got the will. We got the power. It's like, uh, but it's an awesome setup. If you guys haven't seen, we could probably post it later on today or tomorrow, freaking on our social media on League of Reyes, just to show the comparison on what he likes, and then you can show them the freaking outlandish craziness that I'm always looking at. And I can't do anything because I don't have a room yet, but I just
Bro,
love drinking
bro,
big.
you have the room. You have the room. Just your missus is putting a stop to it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
You
Yeah,
definitely have the
you
room.
don't want me taking over the whole basement. You don't want me taking over the whole basement. Uh, I wish I could though. That'd be sweet.
You will. You will.
Actually, actually talking about that. Has anyone else in the freaking the Twitch and YouTube universe? has these issues, has the issues where you can do it, you have the funds, you have the ability, you have the knowledge to do so, but then you have the missus or the Mister freaking saying, nah, 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 nah.
No, 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 not in my house. No, no, no.
Be a question. That should be a question we post on freaking social media too. Like, who has those issues? Who has those? We should put a poll on that one.
Oh
Um,
man. But yeah, man. I mean, once I say we try to do it, I say we try to do it within the month span before the little one comes. Because once the little one comes, it's over for you. You're not gonna have time for it.
I'll have time for it, but the problem is, right now my mindset is like going back and like I'm looking at how grabby kids are.
Yes.
Grabby. They always want to freaking grab shit, and I have a pet peeve of people grabbing my stuff and moving it. So it's like I'm gonna have to try to humble myself without freaking knife handing people, because it's been my background for a long time, knife handing people and putting people in check. But definitely have to start cleaning up a lot of loose things in the household.
Yeah.
And but the biggest thing that I'm going to be working on for, especially for this month, is baby proofing a lot of the things. So that's a little project. It's not a New Year's resolution, but it's definitely a New Year plan. So gotcha, God.
Oh man. All right, moving forward. Moving forward off of these New Year's resolutions. Um,
You ready? Ready? And this is how God got me. This is how God got me. Gotcha, bitch.
Where's the spoon? Aha!
Uh-huh.
Aha!
Yeah. All right, all right. What was the next topic that you had in your mind before before I lost your train of thought of my shenanigans? If you guys haven't realized, I am the biggest freaking um, trouble instigator for everything. I can
everything.
control it, but at the same time, I just don't want to.
Choices,
Yeah.
priorities, guys. Priorities.
Oh yeah, what was the next thing you were about to say?
Um, all
Okay.
right. For those who are like us, big old, proud to be nerds. Um, I don't know if you guys heard, seen, mostly probably heard and seen, on social media. The DC universe, they're nonsense.
Oh man. Oh man.
Henry,
That's what I gotta say for the damn DC. DC needs to be on some investigation type of nonsense. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but a ranger's gonna let you all in on what the hell is going on, or I shouldn't say what's going on. I should say what we have noticed, seen, and what nonsense has been happening. So,
well, first off, all right. So just to get a quick overview of what's going on, DC is trying to, I guess you could say, shake up the cobwebs. Shake up the cobwebs by doing certain, by by changing the franchises that they've already put out. Henceforth, they've canceled Wonder Woman 3.
Bruh.
I don't understand. I'm trying to understand their logic. Because that
Emotional damage!
really, because I have a thing for Gal Gadot, man. Like, why are you gonna take her away from me? Why? Um, excuse me. Um, they're canceling a lot of their hit movies. You know, Wonder Woman. Henry, I can never say his last name. I would say it's Cavill, right?
Cavill,
Cavill.
Cavill, Cavill.
He's not gonna be playing Superman anymore.
Bruh.
Even though in the Black Adam movie they gave that post credit scene with him I see you, Wonder Woman. I agree. I know. I know. um, the fact that I'm trying to understand what I understand. Look, DC has never been a front runner when it comes to movies. Their movies weren't great. Let's be honest. Movies in the best movie that they've ever came out with was the Batman, were the Batman trilogy movies, and I don't even think they fell under DC at the time.
Yeah,
They still
you know,
kind of fell under DC, but it was
but it wasn't a DC universe.
movie, right?
Yeah.
It didn't come from the studio itself.
Yeah.
So I don't know where they're going. I don't know what direction they're trying to do with this decision, but they fired James Gunn in the process of all this. I don't know why. He was your best. He was your ace in the hole. He was the reason why some of your movies did as well as they did. Um, I just don't know. Like I need answers. I need answers. You get like Wonder Woman was a box office hit, both part one and part two. Black Adam didn't do as well, but it did okay. It did okay. Superman. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. What I want to know is what they're gonna do with Superman. Who's gonna play the new Superman? Number one. Number two, what's gonna happen to the franchises that they already pulled out, like they already put out. Sorry, like Aquaman, the new Batman that just came out, which I wasn't really too much of a fan of. I thought the other ones were better, but that's here nor there. And what's gonna happen with the with the other Black Adam movie that's probably gonna come out in a few years?
If it comes out.
If it comes out, Wonder Woman. I don't know. I mean, granted, they're trying to keep up with Marvel. That's probably why they're trying to spice some things up, trying to move some things around. But I don't know why they would kill. Honestly, I think Wonder Woman was your best bet to battle against Marvel because one, you're going through the whole woman empowerment movement by making Wonder Woman the front runner of your entire franchise. Number one, two, the Superman movies, they could have done better. They could have done a lot better.
What?
Come on, you and I both know they could have done a lot better. They could have.
What?
Honestly, they could have. The storyline could have played out to where it goes into the dark side arc, and there they could have turned it. They didn't have to pull the rug under everyone's feet, and fire freaking or was he fired? No, he was fired. Right? No. Before letting Henry go, as Superman. You know what? I blame Ben Affleck. All right, since he joined, all right, shit has been going downhill. All right, bring me back Christian Bale.
Yeah, I think the big issue is for the Superman aspect. They did great with Henry Cavill on the first movie, but then when they created Justice League, they rushed the storylines too quick. Um, they rushed it too quick to the point where you had the Superman movie and then the Batman meet. So it's pretty much the second movie of Superman went straight into Justice League, which was the big setback for them. They should have had their how you say, they should have been they did a different version of Superman versus Batman and had it stretch out just about like one or two, well, not one, but two movies before even bothering having
Justice League come together.
no, not even just the Justice League. I keep forgetting freaking Doomsday. Doomsday character even come in because in the old comics, for some of you that are joining in, we're kind of freaking comic book buffs. I had keyword had, and I kind of get mad at myself thinking about it. I've had all the old Doomsday, the Superman, the was it the Death of Superman Doomsday freaking books. So that should have stretched out to where Superman told his story for like one or two movies. The first one was great. The second one would have been great to push up Superman as being freaking the Man of Steel, the hero and the icon of planet Earth before having the Doomsday character come out. The Doomsday character came out to start battling, mainly battling Superman, and it kept going back and forth. And then the Justice League came in. But for them rushing to have Batman versus Superman colliding, and then let's enter freaking Doomsday into this after showing, hey, Wonder Woman's over here. Yeah, here's little Wonder Woman. See, here's little Wonder Woman. And then throwing in freaking Doomsday into the mix. And beating Doomsday, which actually didn't happen between Wonder Woman and Batman. It happened between Superman and Doomsday of them freaking killing each other. And that's how it should have ended with Superman as being one of the movies facing Doomsday. And then have the whole build up, or not even build up of the Justice League, but having a second portion of movies where it's building up the Justice League team. And after Superman's death, the Justice League is trying to figure out how the hell we're gonna freaking keep the universe or planet Earth safe, blah 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 blah, without our Superman. And to have those types of movies before they tried bringing him back yet again too goddamn fast, and he barely got to wear his freaking black Superman outfit.
That in itself should have been its own little storyline, man. I mean, hell, listen. Why not? Why to try to? My thing is, why try to reinvent the wheel? You could have just taken a page out of Marvel's book and gone with the same strategy that they went to introduce all the characters for the Avenger movie. I mean, for them to bring in Flash, Cyborg, and all these guys and bring them in just like that out of nowhere is just.
Really, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's only upset about Henry because he's so fine that he's not playing in certain characters.
I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure if they cancel,
Come on, woman. Come on.
I'm pretty sure if they cancel Aquaman, she's gonna be disappointed too. But
they canceled all those, so we'll start jumping on more of that. But also, freaking Wonder Woman typed in. I still don't get why they would spice things up with end credits in Black Adam and then axe the whole thing. Yep, that is true.
Because I mean, I get it. You're trying to deal with the juggernaut of Marvel. You know, Marvel themselves, they are. I mean, for God's sakes, they have their own studio. Like, they have their own freaking studio. But my thing is that you got to compete with your competition somehow. The thing is that the formula in the past just hasn't worked. It just hasn't worked. So
it's not even the formula in the past. The formula of who was it? The writers and the producers. Because let's take for instance, and we'll go on Miss Wonder Woman's favorite actor, or he's a great actor, on Henry Cavill. So Henry Cavill got released as Superman from DC, which caveats into more of a freaking landslide on him not being the character for Witcher. Not going to be Geralt of fucking Riviera for the Witcher freaking new season. And his gripe about that, and he even tweeted it, his gripe about it is the fact that the writers and producers weren't staying in line with the source material that has already been created, that has already had the following of comic book freaking lovers, video game lovers, movie buffs, all in line with freaking these damn TV shows. And because those writers and producers aren't, or I shouldn't say aren't, do not like the source material, they want to change it. So with them changing it, they want to change the character, probably change the freaking storyline, and then everything just ends up straight up like booty, just like every sequel freaking movie out there. I shouldn't say every single sequel. We can take, for instance, let's take, for instance, Superman, the new freaking, what we were just talking about, Superman versus Batman. Or what Wonder Woman brought up, freaking Wonder Woman 2. Or I should say Wonder Woman 84. Had a great plot, had a great idea, but the storyline was told too quick and it didn't build upon what was actually, I shouldn't say what was actually happening, but it didn't build upon her her mourning still years later on her lover. And then two, all of a sudden this damn one lady turns into freaking cheetah out of nowhere, and then even the freaking cheetah animation or um, CGI was just straight up smeagolicious. So I don't even freaking. That's what I'm talking about. Like you have the source material there. Why rush it and why freaking not expand upon it where people already love this stuff? Even if you have certain source material that is newer, to catch the newer age audience, or even older, to where you want women empowerment and the older material actually breeds, like straight breeds women empowerment. That was the whole reason why they build these characters, not just because oh they look sexy. Like no, that wasn't the thing back then.
Right.
Even though they look great, that was what the costume was. But the freaking storyline of freaking some badass chicks. So
That's what.
sorry, I'm laughing, but I'm reading Wonder Woman.
Yeah, come on, yo, come on. I think this tells how you really feel. This tells how you really feel.
Oh man. Say it ain't so, Wonder Woman. Say it ain't so. Not my brother freaking from the Samoan family. Say it ain't so.
Oh.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, hey, let's see what happens. I mean,
I don't know if I want to see what happens.
I don't know.
And the
I
reason
think
why
DC.
I don't know, but the reason why I don't want to know what happens is because let's go with the new Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. It was a decent movie, but
Bruh.
it was a decent movie. The storyline was pretty good. The storyline was pretty good to bring in like the Riddler, but the problem was the way how should I say the environment and the way the movie was more perfect if they did a Batman Beyond version of the movie.
And you know what's so
Have
crazy? You know what's funny? I was thinking the same thing when we saw it. I was like, this guy
mhm,
could play Terry McGinnis
mhm.
instead of actual Bruce Wayne.
And think about it. Oh, you know what? I want to put this out in the world so many freaking times because I keep saying it. Have Robert Pattinson as playing freaking the Batman Beyond kid, Terry McGinnis, and then let's bring back the infamous Michael Keaton as Old Man Batman, as Old Man Bruce.
That'll be
Come on, man. Tell me that won't be a fucking awesome movie.
legendary.
I would watch freaking 6 seasons of that shit just because having those two like going back at it, and freaking just having Michael Keaton again embody freaking
Yep.
Bruce Wayne.
That'll that I think that single handedly will probably save the DC universe. Single
Mm-hmm.
handedly probably. But hey, what do we know? We're just fans, right? We just fans. You know?
So if anyone's watching it now or later in a few days or whatnot, hashtag Michael Keaton, Bruce Wayne, Batman Beyond. I don't give a damn.
You heard it here first.
Yep.
But I don't.
That movie was decent. The way they told the storyline was I would say it was really good, just because it was incorporating everything that should have happened, like nowadays, or even within the 80s, 90s, things like that. On like the Riddler, how they're trying to freaking find people,
Mm,
or how they implemented the zodiac sign, um, how you say, ideology of the Riddler
yep.
in there, which was awesome. I think they should have incorporated, or no, I think they did just enough
Mm.
of a tease with Chloe Kravitz as Catwoman.
Listen, that was the best part of the movie, man. I don't care what you say. Jesus, that was just
Oh man.
my God. I was just like, oh my.
Oh man. Yeah.
But let's see what
Yeah.
happens, man. Because they canceled. You know what? They kind of gave everybody a little heads up when they canceled Batwoman on the CW. Now, granted, they're better when it comes to series as opposed to movies. But I
Yeah.
don't understand why you just can't combine the two.
The problem is they don't use the same characters from the freaking shows for any of the movies. Take for instance the Flash.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
The Flash. How many seasons does the Flash have? Like freaking 10,
Eight,
8
nine,
or
something like that.
10?
10, something like
I have
that.
no
Eight,
idea.
10.
Yeah, they have so many. They even incorporated the freaking 90s Flash into the damn TV series.
They
Yeah.
incorporated the not the yeah the 90s, and what's the other Flash, the original Flash, wasn't it?
It was the original Flash, the 90s one. Yeah.
Was it? Okay, yeah, yeah.
That was the only one that freaking they ever had of the Flash. You might be thinking original by like Flash Gordon. They're not incorporating that. They're just incorporating the '90s TV series Flash, on where he's the golden age era of the Flash in the TV series. And that was freaking awesome. I freaking loved that. That was like perfect for me because I loved that damn TV show back then. But to go into the point you're talking about, they do not use the same characters. Look, they've went back and forth on trying to either finish or trying not to have the same actor for the new Flash movie, freaking Ezra Miller, where he had his own drama
Yeah,
back. And then when they finished the movie, now they're freaking cutting out um what is it? Coming out cameos of Wonder Woman and freaking Superman, and I think even Batman. So no idea how this freaking new Flash movie that might be coming out this year, most likely is going to come out in 2025 when they freaking finally get their act together.
I mean,
I don't know.
listen. I hope this whole this whole big wash actually opens their eyes and say, okay, we need to go back to the drawing board. Yeah, the stuff that we made earlier was close to what we wanted, but it's not perfect. It's not perfect. And if we want to rival Marvel, because that's the only rivalry that you have. But I mean, Marvel's used the same formula for what the last four stages.
Mhm.
Bro, we just saw Black Panther. It's the same formula. It's the same formula.
Yep.
They introduced new characters in a movie that was for one of the bigger characters.
But people don't like the fact that the Africans got beat by water Mexicans.
Um,
No,
I'm not gonna say it.
but Black Panther, the second Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, was an awesome movie. I don't care who the hell you are. That movie was awesome. That, like Arranger said, that formula is has been going nonstop, and it's going for another three more phases of movies in the next 2 3 years. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. And the fact that the interesting part, so they were great with the first Wonder Woman movie. They were great with Man of Steel of Henry Cavill Superman movie. They started going down with Justice League, Superman versus Batman, Wonder Woman 84. But then they picked up the ball with Suicide Squad and having Harley Quinn have her own movie.
That I thought that was the turning point for them. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw Suicide Squad, I was like, oh,
Mhm.
okay, I see what they're trying to do. I saw what they were trying to do, and I was like, this is actually the way that they could come back on top.
Mm-hmm.
But then they fucked it up.
Yep.
But then they fucked it. Listen, Suicide Squad was decent. Could have been better.
Yeah.
Could have been a whole lot better. That storyline could have been so much better. They could have gone with so many different other storylines. But what they did, I'm not gonna whatever. They introduced all the characters or whatever, and even then, look, you could have had another universe instead of another universe right there. You could have introduced how many? I not for nothing. I would have loved to have Deadshot. I would have loved to see the Deadshot movie because that could have been an R-rated movie. Like they have this that like Marvel has Deadpool.
Yep.
Deadshot could have had his own movie. Then with Harley Quinn's Birds of Prey, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'll give it like a 7.5, 8.
Birds of Prey was really good to start off the team of Birds of Prey.
Right.
So if they would have at least like branched off and did a TV show, if they didn't want to do another movie, at least do a TV show with those chicks. It would have been freaking. It would have made money. Look at them, Peacemaker. Peacemaker came out of freaking the Suicide Squad and fighting a freaking big ass damn starfish kaiju into his own TV show, which was the crazy part, a great freaking TV show with nonetheless John Cena.
Yeah,
And it's
listen,
still freaking turned out to be fucking awesome.
for him having his second major role, I want to say maybe in the third major role because he was in what he was in the fast he was in one of the Fast movies, right?
Yeah,
Fast
but
movies. He was in Suicide Squad, and then this being listen, I give it to him. He did a really good job. He did a really good job embodying that role.
yeah,
He made like so I don't understand why not continue to build off of things. Like why not continue to branch out? Justice League alone, you have Cyborg, Flash. Well, they already had Batman going on. Yeah, Cyborg, Flash. They already built Wonder Woman and Superman already. Why not continue to build the other two
no idea.
with with Suicide Squad? You already started with Harley's own adventure with Birds of Prey. Why not continue with that? Why not open up a separate universe for Deadshot or any of the other characters that are there? Because in
Want to know
reality,
why?
because they're idiots.
I ain't just that because they don't want to spend the money.
Not,
All the writers and producers want to spend the money on their own little ideas and twists on the comic book franchise and just jack everything up because I can tell this story better. Obviously, you can't. Whoever the hell the writers are, obviously you can't.
you guys need to go back and rewatch these comic books. I mean, reread these comic books.
Straight up, straight up, doo doo.
But let's
Man.
see, man. Let's see what this year comes. Let's see what
But
this
yeah,
year comes for the studio. Cause I don't know, man. This is like what this is like what their third, fourth attempt at making these movies, and it's just like what, guys, come on, get it together, get it together.
now I'm wondering if they're gonna keep the new Batman crew, freaking Robert Pattinson, freaking
Just bring back Zoe Kravitz. I'll be
Lee
fine.
Kravitz, and freaking I forget the other kid's name. The kid that played Riddler. That kid played a really good Riddler. I don't care who the hell you are. That kid really did freaking wonders.
What's this kid's name?
But the kid that did a cameo as the Joker, bro, you need to stay back in Ready Player One. Like, no, that's not your forte, bro. That is not your forte.
Uh,
And you know who they should have had in there? They should have had freaking Jared Leto in like locked up, going crazy. That would have been a perfect. That would have been a perfect freaking version of Jared Leto as a Joker because they could have made him darker. They could have
They could have
freaking got
showed
him.
that punk rock side that they could have expanded on instead of creating the
Or
other Joker, which is, I mean, it's not a bad movie. I still like the movie,
or no, I hated his version of Joker. I don't care. I freaking hated that version. But Jared Leto would have been, I think, would have been a perfect version of the Joker as the one that was in jail, stuck in jail, that freaking cut his damn face off and was wanted to be so much like Batman and wear his own face like freaking Batman.
but oh, that's
That
right.
one, I would love to see Jared Leto to freaking play that character.
I would love to
As
see that movie.
Joker.
Oh, that actually be really good. That would actually be a really good movie.
Mhm. And that will be perfect as a Joker in that DC universe version of where they have Robert Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, and that new Riddler kid.
Yeah, I'll give them that much. I did like the fact that they brought in a darker side of the Batman for this movie,
Mhm.
but it's mm, no. I really think Robert Pattinson would have been a good Terry McGinnis.
Yep.
Because
Paul Dano. Paul Dano was freaking Riddler.
yeah, Paul. Even you know what's crazy? I forgot that Colin was in that movie. Colin Farrell playing the Penguin.
Yeah, he was the Penguin.
I forgot about that, but he did a good job as the Penguin too.
Mm-hmm.
But I think yeah. I mean, let's see. Hopefully they go back to the drawing board and they're like, all right, let's just redo this whole thing. We'll start off again with our hits, Batman. But we'll continue off of this, and then we'll build up to. Because honestly, I've been waiting for a long time for a Batman Beyond movie. Either you can make a series out of that, or you can make a real life series out of that, or you can make a movie out of it, and that in itself could go for at least 2 to 4 movies.
Or for DC now, the DCU will be one movie and then fuck it up.
Yep. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know. It's a new year. Let's stay positive. New year, new DC. How about that? New year, new DC. How about that?
All I hope, right? Keep our breath freaking in. Hold our breath in. Hopefully freaking something good comes out of this.
I hope so. If not,
But you know what? To go on a freaking a better caveat or on a good news on a good foot, Henry Cavill is going to be producing or being executive producer on his own Amazon Prime's or yeah, Amazon Prime's Warhammer 40K TV series. So I know you, Arangel, you might not know Warhammer 40K, but this guy bleeds freaking Warhammer 40K. So I already told the universe, I already freaking shouted it all the way out that Henry Cavill will be the perfect version or the perfect person to play a character called Mephiston, who's the icon and like the soul. I should say, to me, he's more of the soul librarian, or everyone would think those librarians are sorcerers of a company or a yeah. I would say let's just keep it a company or a chapter called the Blood Angels, and he is the freaking embodiment of that character because if you just take the way he looks as Witcher, as Geralt with his freaking blonde hair and everything, and just throw freaking sci-fi freaking um what is it, Dawn of War freaking Space Marine armor. That's freaking Mephiston right there. Uh, that's all I gotta say, and I really want to look forward to see what TV series he's actually going to create and what he's going to be dipping into. So I'm going to be really keeping an eye out for anything and everything that he posts or starts hinting, and everyone's going to be going crazy.
I'm actually excited to see that. I when I saw the announcement, I was like, you're right. I don't know what the hell Warhammer is. I've seen it. I don't know what it is. I've heard of it. Never.
You ever played like Dawn of War or
Wait, God of War or Dawn of War?
no, Dawn of War?
Oh, like Dawn of the Dead. No.
What about the Space Marine game where it's like a first person shooter game, kind of like Gears of War that they had?
What's the name of it?
Space Marines.
Is it?
Yeah, Space
I
Marines.
don't think I have. I don't think I have. Wait,
Yeah,
are these retro games?
no, these are recent games that they were on freaking.
Okay, in my defense, I listen. I haven't kept up with the games.
Everyone's got to get up on freaking Arranger. Just tag him on everything. Freaking comment on all his damn posts. Freaking get up on Warhammer 40K games, video games, new games is coming out, all retro games. Freaking just every goddamn possible game freaking on out there just to make sure he's in the loop and make sure that he understands what Warhammer 40K is going to bring to the freaking Amazon.
I catch up eventually.
Keyword eventually, right?
Eventually.
Right, everyone. Eventually, right?
Eventually, I catch up. But listen, it's the effort that counts, right?
Bruh.
So, let's see. Yeah, I was hoping you at least knew some of those games. Have you ever played Space Hulk? This one's like an older game where it was similar to playing like Doom. Yeah, playing like Doom or Duke Nukem back then.
I love me some Doom and some Duke Nukem.
It's called Space Hulk, and it's really like a. They did have it for PlayStation. They did have it for PlayStation.
Is it a board game?
Well, yeah, they do have a board game, but I'm talking about the actual video game. So just type in Space Hulk video game.
Let's see. I don't. Ooh. Wait, it came out for Xbox One. Well, I don't have that.
Well, it's for the first Xbox it came out for as well. Yeah.
Jesus. All right, let me dig into the archives here.
And then it did also look up the video game Space Marine, and that should be the newer version where it came out for Xbox 360 and the new Xbox 360. That's when it came out.
Oh wait, I think I found it. I found it. I came up for the PS. This is PC version.
And while he's looking, this will be great for not only for a Ranger to catch up on, but hey, the new game, freaking Dark Tide of Warhammer 40K, is already been out. I don't know about y'all, but I need to find some discount codes because that game looks freaking awesome.
This does give me Gears of War vibes.
Yeah, and when you're playing it, it freaking is playing just like Gears of War. Pretty much that game came out either after the first one or the second one of Gears of War. But you get to do a whole bunch of extra crazy stuff that Gears of War doesn't have, like freaking using a jump pack, flying around, shooting, things like that. But you do all the exact same mechanics as Gears of War. But you bring it up?
Yep. Wow, my bad. Give me a second. Let's see.
You showing it on the wrong screen, man.
What?
You showing it on the wrong screen.
Oh, all right, I got you. I got you right now.
All right. But yeah, that's the Space Marine game. Yeah, so like I was saying, there's the new game, Dark Tide, looks freaking awesome as hell. You're playing different characters on the Imperium side, um, shooting up all of the Nurgle infested Death Guard, Nurgle cultists, and all that within a like Space Hulk spaceship and everything, pretty much cleansing everything that is Space Hulk or everything that is Nurgle. But yeah, so everyone sees this. Everyone should already know this game since it's been out for quite a bit. But it has the same mechanics as Gears of War, which was awesome. Some things were a little bit difficult, a little bit challenging, but at the same time, once you got used to it, once you got the hang of it, you were just demolishing freaking orcs, demolishing like not StarCraft, World of Warcraft. Nope, nope, nope. Warcraft 3, yeah, Warcraft 3 type of freaking orcs and everything.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Only because I've been looking for something like this for a while.
Since you're intrigued, look up Dark Tide, Warhammer 40K Dark Tide. There you go. Go ahead, go to images. Better off going to images. And look at all that awesomeness. That game is definitely a game freaking one worth playing, but two, you can also play a multiplayer game on this, just like um, just like Call of Duty, where other people outside of your like party or whatever can actually play together with you. So like if you had the game and I had the game, we could both play without having to be on the same console on the same phone. So yeah. And all this is all freaking infested with all this corrosive chaos, cultists, characters that look all plague infested and pestilence, just freaking filling up the air and everything. And you're just playing like characters like this, freaking laying waste to all those all the enemy.
I like it. This seems like a good outlet for my anger.
Mhm. Yeah, this and Call of Duty would be freaking perfect outlet for.
No, Call of Duty. Me and Call of Duty do not get along, right? Me and Call of Duty do not get along, right?
Oh man.
I will play it, but I will play it, but
Mhm.
I am not. And I repeat, I am not gonna be a happy camper when I play.
Actually, if you play, so after playing for the past couple weeks on Call of Duty, I've been going back and forth with Warzone and the multiplayer. Warzone is the one that you need like a team, unless you're on the Doctor Disrespect kind of level where you can just do solos in Warzone and just play around with people. But multiplayer would be perfect for letting out your anger and you just freaking just laying waste like crack, crack, crack. That'll be the best part of Call of Duty. Playing Warzone, I can understand because you just want to pull your hair half the time. Like, how? Like I got a better gun than him. I freaking saw him first. Blah blah blah
I
blah.
shot him in the head. How is he still alive?
Yep.
I've actually been
Uh, play the multiplayer version. Play the multiplayer modes, and you'll feel a lot better.
all right. I'll go back to my roots into that.
You gotta let me know, fool, because you know your boy's always on it, man. I gotta freaking get the damn tread going.
I've actually been on Overwatch 2 the last few days.
Mother.
What?
And you haven't been telling me I could have been on Overwatch 2 with you. Ah.
What?
Bruh.
Ah.
See what happened was. All right, see
And,
what
and
happened.
oh, you lucky I don't have my freaking my cardboard. Be like, come on, son.
See what happened was is I just started playing one night and well actually no I was watching a stream. And they had drops and I was like, you know what? Let me just. I took the drops for the Christmas drops. Took the Christmas drops. Got on
Mhm.
Overwatch and I started playing. And I was like, yo, I forgot how good this game was.
Yeah, that's one game I still haven't played yet. I have it, but I haven't played
It's you're gonna get mad You're gonna get mad, but not as upset as you would be in Warzone.
Okay. Now the real question for me is, can you play it with a controller or is it only mouse and keyboard?
You can do both. You can do both.
Okay.
So I'm actually training myself to do mouse and keyboard on it.
Okay.
Uh,
If you want a good training, like enforce some training, play Valorant.
uh,
Valorant's kind of the same thing as everything else. It's just it really enforces you to play mouse and keyboard. You can't play controller.
I'll think
I
about
tried.
it. I'll think about
I
it.
tried. But it's crazy because if you play certain games, like if you play certain games, like some of these like big time streamers, or whatever, and they have certain sensitivity levels, and sometimes you can't even follow their sensitivity levels because it goes from here, bing, and you're like, oh damn it, I missed my shot, I can't freaking look back, bing. So
Yeah,
it's ridiculous, man.
yeah, that's for sure. I've actually seen streamers actually go, damn, my sensitivity is too high. It's like literally at max. I'm like, how?
Bro,
Okay.
I seen was it? I saw last week. Nick Merckx on live streams like, man, my sensitivity is a little too high, and he drops it down like 2 points, and then he's good, he's money. It's like, bro, how Sway, how? Like, come on. Oh man.
Nice, man. It must be nice. I think we're born on the wrong era. I think we're born on the wrong era.
Now we're just late in the game of some things because I know back in 2013, 2014, uh, a lot of my junior Marines were watching Twitch and everything, and a few of them were into computers back then. And I should have freaking picked their brain a little bit more, understand a little bit more, because I think I would have found that streaming outlet a lot sooner, especially through video games and things like that, than me doing it now. Because I know back then I definitely needed that outlet, but instead I dove more into military books and tactics and certain movies and things like that just to make sure I was above and beyond certain people mindsets, and to ensure that I knew my job, I knew all my junior Marines jobs and everyone above me. So in case anything happened, all my knowledge was pushed out to everyone, or if I needed to step up to the plate, I knew how to take care of every position I needed to.
A dedicated man. Dedicated man to his craft. I like that.
Yep.
It's alright, man. But at least you have it now. You actually did a good job.
Mhm.
You actually did a good job. What was it? Yesterday? Right? You did it yesterday.
Yeah, I did a stream yesterday. If some of you guys didn't know, I did do a debut stream on New Year's Day. Like I said in the beginning, I tried doing it the day prior to break into New Year's with the New Year's Eve theme and everything, but sound and audio was just like didn't let me be great. So that's how I can put it. But I did post. I shouldn't say post. I did stream yesterday for 3.5 hours, trying to get my feet wet, see how everything goes, how I can communicate, play the stream, and ensure that I'm still communicating with you guys. Uh, Not face to face. It should be face to stream and watching guys text. How should I say, messages coming through the chat and everything. Even a ranger was on bullshitting with me and got me out of my bubble on playing like Journey through the stream. And if you guys give me certain music to play throughout my stream, and it's this song that I either grew up or I know the song like the back of my hand, I'm probably gonna start singing the hell out of it. Maybe out of tune, but I'll still freaking sing it like I'm doing karaoke.
Man, I'm about to dig up my old Call of Duty. What's the other one?
Which one?
My old Counter Strike playlist. Just about to give it.
Oh.
Now listen, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one. But back when you played Counter Strike on the Xbox, before you could get online, before you could go on live, and you were able to upload all of that music or burn those albums into the Xbox. I used to. Now I'm pretty sure you had them, but you remember those big JBL wooden speakers?
Oh yeah, yeah,
that
yeah,
you used to
yeah.
play for parties.
Yeah.
I used to have that sucker blasting on a Friday or Saturday night while playing Counter Strike
Mm.
and just getting like 20 kills a game. That was when I was good at Counter Strike. Now I probably suck, but and all the meanwhile playing Biggie's Life After Death album in the background. Like it was the perfect
Oh
setting because it's
man.
all about death. So I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm killing all these guys. Got it.
Actually, you know what? Talking about that, one of the streamers that I watch or whatever, he was trying to figure out a song from Biggie, and it's like he sung a certain verse. I was like, I know that freaking verse. Where is that damn song from? And it was like an old album. It was what was it called? It was Come and Some. No, Come and Play. No, not Come and Play. Come and Shoot. Oh, I forgot what the damn name of the damn album now. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Wait, it must be one of his underground ones.
Uh,
It's not Ready to Die or Life After Death, right?
let me see. Hold on. I need to look up these albums. When I was when I was searching some of this stuff, I was like, "What?" Like he's playing his stream, and I'm over here like playing in my headphones, like, "Oh, give me the loop, give me the loop." Oh wait, maybe it was. No, it was a different one.
He only had two debut albums. Anything on the ground,
They put damn albums. They have the songs listed, but they don't have like the freaking albums listed on Google. So now I'm gonna have to search through Wikipedia. Let me see. Okay. Not from the awards. Oh, you son of a flower. Yeah, I wish they had these in order.
How do they not have them? Jeez.
It's have like I guess from was it from Here Die?
Those are the only two albums he ever came out with before he died. Well, himself. He only debuted himself while he was still alive. The rest was like Diddy and Bad Boy Music, just releasing stuff that he probably had written but never released.
Freaking suckers.
Life After Death is actually my favorite album. People say Ready to Die is there. I'm like, it's cool. That was a debut album, and you gotta give it the respect that it deserves. But Life After Death, it just no. Biggie went in on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to freaking find that damn thing again. Oh, I think it was called Come On. Yeah.
Come on, hold on.
Yeah. Can you hear it?
Of course, I forgot about this song.
Yeah, that song. Yep. He sung that verse, and I was like, wait a second, I know that song. Like, I heard it. And this is from his Born Again album. Yeah, his Born Again album.
Oh yeah, this is some of the stuff that he just had left over.
Yeah.
Some of it, not all of it.
Yeah, not all of it. Obviously, not all of it.
It blows my
And
mind.
like Biggie and Tupac had freaking nothing but smash hits that no one wanted to freaking put on the damn records, yo.
I don't know why. I mean, granted, you same for another album, but it just blows my mind how these rappers just have reservoirs of music. I'm like, damn, man. I'm talking like these guys were married to the game. They were married to the game. Like, Jesus.
Yep.
I wish somebody dedicated themselves to me like that.
Yeah, he told me that song. Like, I know that song. Like, where is it? And I was searching like through a whole bunch of songs. Like, no, I know that's not it. It might be this one. And one of them was I thought it was "Give Me the Loot," but that wasn't it. And there was another one I forgot that I found. I was like, oh, this might be it. Like, no, that's not it. Just that one verse, I knew what the hell he was talking about. I was like, yep, where is it? I know it's an old ass album. I thought it was older. I thought it was older than what album was it? The red? No, not the red album. The the Ready to Die or Life After Death. I thought it was older than that, but it was '99, I guess. But I was still listening to this crazy shit.
I still listen to this today. This is still better than most of the stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole
Yeah.
other story for a whole other topic.
Yeah, don't get me started on that, man. Don't get me started. Oh, actually, you know what? The crazy part, and I can tell everyone now, the crazy part is a lot of people wouldn't have realized that I listened to a lot of rap and Spanish music back then, back in the late '90s when I was going through high school. Um,
Showing your age there, man.
I don't give a damn. Oh wait, did I play? Oh darn.
Don't worry, I got you.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
There we go.
I don't give a fuck, Keisha.
Oh, now my thing wanted to play. But the crazy part is I didn't dress like a typical freaking hoodlum, hood rat, or whatever the hell thug or anything.
Delinquent.
I was still dressing up as a delinquent, but I wasn't dressing up as if I was from the projects. So I dressed up a lot confused, I should say, because it was more gothic, but it wasn't gothic. It was just dressing up like kind of looking like the Matrix kind of outfit, kind of look without wearing fishnet, without wearing pleather, without wearing leather. Well, sometimes because I did have a leather jacket and freaking. I love my boots. Oh man, I had these freaking leather Wolverine combat boots that I just wore all the time. Everyone thought I was crazy because freaking I used to play handball back in the day, and I would still be wearing those boots, still catching the damn freaking ball when people would try to beam them and stuff. Try not to curse. Beam them and everything, and freaking, it's like, how the hell are you catching it? It's like, you're too slow, man. Cling, cling.
I would pay money to see this. Because Joe doesn't dress like this anymore. He doesn't dress like that anymore.
Nope. I think I might have one picture. It's me in all black, but it's from like the chest up, and I have like the old black freaking fisherman's hat, like you know those boonie hats that military guys wear.
Yeah.
It was a black one, and it freaking had it down, kind of like down to here or whatever. You only see like one eye. So, yeah.
Oh, man.
Those are the days. Those are the days.
To be young and not know any better.
Yep.
Oh, man. On
Yeah.
another note, but since we talked about
Yeah.
DC,
Take that, make that note that we got to talk about freaking rap game and everything later on.
oh yeah, because
Because the nonsense that's coming out now is like, I don't, I don't get mad at the women rappers nowadays.
they're doing their thing.
Yeah, they're doing their thing a hell of a lot better than the dudes. The dudes, bro, I don't know what the hell's wrong with y'all. I don't know what titty what titty popped out of your mouth that is like, I have no idea what's wrong with y'all. Like, y'all are trying to freaking catch up with the girls, singing what the girls be singing, but yo, nah. Come on, son. Nah, fix yourself. Fix yourself.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some of the women's stuff should be how should I say? It should be a little different. They're all kind of saying the same shit, but like I said, like we said, we'll talk about that another time.
That'll be an interesting episode.
Because I can go on a whole tangent on that. Uh,
No, no, actually, well, another no, no. All right, around award season, around Grammy award season, we'll talk about it. um, just to move on, since we talked about DC, of course, they'll talk about their rival, Marvel. They'll talk about. Okay, so I actually didn't bring this. I actually didn't realize this at first. Joe sent this to me, and I first
you
started
guys
talking.
know how I like to freaking dig up scoop. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Joe, being the instigator that he is, knew that this would trigger me.
Man, it triggered the hell out of me because I'm hoping it's fake, but if it's not fake, I'm hoping they do a different character, which I showed Arangel earlier today, on the character, but I'll let Arangel take the reins on story time.
Everybody have their popcorn ready? So, so basically, Joe sent me a clip in Instagram. And in the clip, it talks about this meeting that Marvel Studios was having with Angela Bassett. Now, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know how I feel about Angela. It's my future baby mama. I don't care if she's 60, she can still pop out some kids. In that meeting, sorry, honey, it won't happen again. In that meeting, she sat down with a few Marvel execs, and they were talking about the Black Panther storyline, how they wanted to change the narrative. And by narrative, I mean Black Panther not being black anymore. They even had Quentin Tarantino on board, ready to film, produce the movie. All they had to do was just get Angela's blessing, and in the clip itself, they said, "Angela, we need you to get your tribe behind this." Angela, being the beautiful black strong as she is, said, "What tribe are you guys talking about?" It's like, are you talking about black people? Because we're not just a tribe. We are a community. We are one group entity of people that look out for each other. And for me to do that to my own people is a disservice. So long story short, this meeting went on. This is just spark notes of the meeting. They were trying to get her. They were trying to get the green light from Angela. Angela said no. They had the world famous Quentin Tarantino ready to film Black Panther 3. Since they already started production on Black Panther 2, so they're gonna change Black Panther 2. Black Panther 3, they wanted to basically whitewash the whole thing. Now, I don't know exactly what this means. I don't know if it means that they're taking Shuri away as the Black Panther, or they're gearing it towards another male actor who is not of the same complexion. This in itself not only triggered me, it didn't trigger me, it pissed me off. This movie was the one thing that every black, every person of color, every person of color, whether you're Hispanic, you're not Hispanic, whether you're from Caribbean, from Africa, any person of color, this movie was a symbol of some type of hope, a symbol of some type of change, positive change. Because we all know how hard it is to get into the movie biz being a person of color, let alone just being a normal white person. So for something like this, and for it to be successful and have an impact as it has with the first two movies. I think the second movie is like right on the cusp of making the amount of money that the first one did. It just not. It just doesn't sit right with me. I hope it's a. I hope. I hope it was just. I hope
A
it's.
rumor.
I'm sorry.
You're hoping it's a rumor?
I hope it's a rumor. I hope it's. It doesn't come to fruition. Um. If it does, I hope it's just solely to introduce another character that's white and bring them into the Black Panther universe, but not change the actual storyline and change the Black Panther narrative. If it is, I don't know if that'll sit well with. Honestly, it's probably not gonna sit well with people. But I don't know. My two senses: don't touch greatness, and don't kill the legacy of Chadwick Boseman. But that's just my two cents.
So if you guys want to know, this is how I feel on those writers or producers, whoever the hell said this crap.
You could shut the fuck up.
Just saying for the simple fact that, and I don't want to like we already established, I am a full-fledged instigator on things, but I also don't want our podcast to hit up cancel culture. We already know certain nationalities that try to run the background on movies and the film industry, pretty much all around the film industry, whether it's TV, movies, or even Broadway shows and things like that. And the reason why I don't want to say certain things because we lead we lead by example, but at the same time, the one soundbite I usually use for these is typical because it's from Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is infamous for defying the man, but at the same time, he proves a point, and he proved the point back in the '90s where he had an established freaking TV show, his own TV show, the Chappelle Show,
Oh, the early 2000s. Yeah, the early 2000s.
and after a certain season, those those in charge, executive producers, writers, certain ethnicities that try to control the film industry, try controlling his narrative on how his show was going to go. So, with that being said, obviously he took the high road because money doesn't talk, actions freaking talk louder than words. And he just dipped like, no, I'm not doing this. And this is hand in hand what Angela Bassett did, and at the same time shows how the film industry is always trying to take over certain narratives, certain ethnicity storylines for themselves, just to whether it's whitewashing, diluting, or just trying to take in the culture for themselves as if they're the ones that brought it in. So the problem with that is you have an established character, Black Panther. Obviously, Black Panther came out of the '60s and '70s from the Black Panther freaking society of defying against the government, going against the government to protect their their society, their communities, the Black communities, the minority communities against the man, against the government, against the drafts, against police brutality, and I can go on and on with this freaking tangent. But the fact that this, whether this is a rumor, whether this is hearsay, the fact that this information got leaked out shows how people on the inside are willing to sacrifice their job to enforce or to, how should I say, to um, whistleblow a situation that should not have even taken. Um, they shouldn't try to incorporate well, I shouldn't say a new character, but a new actor to play that role that Chad Boseman and I forget her name. I know it's Letitia something who played the new Black Panther. She's Shuri, the child.
Letitia Wright.
There we go, Letitia Wright. Which she played a great freaking role. That I was hesitant about Wakanda Forever because I didn't know the new version of the Black Panther comic books on the female version of Black Panther fighting Namor. I know the comic book of the male Black Panther fighting Namor back and forth, back and forth. But to see the storyline on the movie, and even though it felt kind of rushed, but at the same time, it shows the the limited time that they had to show the mourning of someone that is not used to mourning for their, I shouldn't say their significant other, but for a family member that's so close and near dear to them that it hits everyone close to home. But to change that narrative or to change the character or something to match what they feel comfortable, and I'm gonna say they as bluntly as I can, on the film industry control is something that um, shouldn't even continue to be something that needs to be thought of. Now, if they want to incorporate a new character that they think or they believe could be whitewashing Black Panther, the new character that I'm hoping that they would go geared towards, and I was explaining this earlier to Orangeos, there's one character that looks damn near exactly like Black Panther, but they're called White Tiger. So White Tiger, whether they want to whitewash it all they want, White Tiger is actually a Hispanic character. So they have two versions. They have the male and the female version. No matter what, the last name is Ayala. Ayala is no matter what is a Hispanic or Latin last name, Latin surname to certain people that want to think about it. If they want to go that route, great, but they're going to need to understand that not every director, whether they're in the business or not, or understand the business or not, is the right fit for Marvel. Let's take, for instance, what Arranger was talking about. Quentin Tarantino was supposed to be on board for this new Black Panther version. If you guys don't know who Quentin Tarantino is, he's not a Marvel enthusiast or a Marvel type of producer.
His style is like
And
old western samurai showdown type of.
it's he is better off to play, or he is better off to direct a TV show or a movie about Afro samurai.
Yeah, that would be 100% yeah.
That one, yes. But if you haven't seen Django, Kill Bill Volume One and Two, or even freaking any of the Dusk Till Dawn freaking movies, the caveat is of that is always having some kind of racial slurs or Semitism within those movies, but it's always blood and guts everywhere. Now, the blood and guts everywhere is only one character right now that fits the mold, and but thank God, only one actor has the balls to keep the character as himself, and he plays the perfect role for it. Is Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool?
Yeah.
The only other character that could be near that goriness would be a Wolverine character. And we've already seen Wolverine do was it Wolverine 2 or no, it's actually
Logan.
no, it wasn't Logan. It's one before Logan where he actually goes to Japan and
Yeah.
sees
The
the
Wolverine.
old guy. Yeah.
The Wolverine.
Is it the Wolverine or is it Wolverine?
I think it was the.
It's the Wolverine, right?
Yeah, let me
Because
check.
I know the first one was Wolverine or some shit like that. But here, neither here or there. Wolverine's character is solely freaking blood and guts, freaking damn claws ripping people apart, blah blah blah. That is something closer to Quentin Tarantino's artwork, I should say.
Yeah,
But as everyone, huh?
that's fair enough to say. Like that's his alley. He's not
Yeah.
a PG-13 person. It's rated R and up
Mhm.
for him.
Yeah.
So for him, maybe he sees it as a challenge, but for him to try to change his style that has been successful for him all these years, I don't
Mhm.
think it's a good. I don't think it's a good play, especially this late in the game for him.
And the only other way I can see it going in any way direction for him is if he does a spin-off of Django inside of Black Panther. And even then it's not gonna do great in the movie theaters and it's gonna be really crossing the line or even teetering the line of
Yeah,
of Django itself.
yeah,
Um, I don't want to go too in depth on Django because Django was a great movie. As the comic books and everything, they had a great feel and reasoning behind the way it was directed and produced. Loved it, all hell. But to have Quentin Tarantino do any form of Black Panther, that's a no go. That is a no go on all sorts of levels, unless you are trying to cross the line on every racial boundary that is known to freaking to the olden days. Um, I think society has already gone so far away from that that we shouldn't even freaking be bothering with that. But at the same time, we should be really, how should I say, exposing more of this whistleblowing type of deal because even though we don't see the blatant racism, prejudices that we have seen back in the day or we've seen on TV shows or movies, there's still racism out there. Unfortunately, there's still prejudices out there. Unfortunately, and all of it is kind of behind doors or behind people's backs where they want to show a pretty face and everything in front of you while thinking so much negative shit against you that that evil eye is just everywhere. And, and that's what's poisoning society nowadays, whether you're from the United States or whether you're in another country, it's still poisoning society and all the communities out there.
I mean,
I told you I was going to go on a tangent on this, and I could keep going, but
that's fine. I mean, that's fine. The truth is that it has to be said because it constantly happens. It consistently
mhm.
happens. Whenever we get something that we can say, "Hey, that's ours," they have a problem with it. They can't like they have a problem with it. They don't want us to have it. So and it's to make whoever's at the top feel comfortable about what's going on. They can't see the fact that hey, this movie that has a lead that doesn't have our same skin complexion, that doesn't come from our same heritage, but this person that's in the leading role and the and his supporting cast, they don't look like us, but yet they generated all this money
Mhm.
off of this movie. And little did they realize that not only did that movie generate probably one of the most. Probably it grows probably one of the most within all the Marvel movies from stage 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But it also came out during the time where there was civil unrest, and it gave us hope, and it started a movement without even them trying. They just happened.
Hmm.
It wasn't intentional. It was just literally the director sitting there saying, and he wanted to give his narrative of how it should have been. What was it? Hmm?
Bro, I think the government's after you. I already hear the sirens outside your door.
We all knew this day was coming, guys. We all knew this day was coming.
Um,
We all knew this was coming, so not gonna.
but yeah, like we said, it's that character has been brought out through minority freaking strife back in the day, back in the freaking 60s and 70s. And if Stan Lee and a few other writers were born before then, it probably would have been even deeper on that culture, on that the slavery age. But luckily enough that we have come so far, we still have plenty of room, or I should say, a lot more room to work on, especially as a society, especially as a community. So that's one of the big things that I was kind of happy about joining this podcast with the Rango is to build up not only just a Hispanic community, but also just a minority community, whether you're white, black, yellow, freaking pink, whatever, and having a community build upon itself and protect itself from the prejudices and from the racism that's outside that swarms around freaking our communities, no matter where the hell you are. And then to take a side note on that one, somehow they canceled freaking um I don't know the same freaking people, same freaking writers, producers, or whoever was in charge of the Marvel universe, but they already canceled the second season of She-Hulk.
Yeah, what's up with that? I mean,
I don't know. I think they felt like they did too much, or they just went in a different direction, or they're just tired of doing any female freaking proud roles. I don't know. Maybe Wakanda Forever took the realm by the freaking hand. I don't know. No idea. That one baffles me, but at the same time, yeah, I'm sorry, Wonder Woman, for bringing it up, but yeah, that after only what 6, 7 episodes that they had,
yeah.
they just freaking left it.
But my
They're
thing
like,
is,
oh yeah, hey, here's this, and then bye.
but my thing is now, where does the narrative go? Because I'm pretty sure that was meant to set up. That's like every other series in Disney Plus and all them. They're meant to kind of be fillers in between certain movies, so that way once you get these movies, you're like, oh, okay, like the Loki, like the Loki series. I'm pretty sure within one of these next few movies, we're gonna start putting everything together.
But I'm wondering,
Oh, and Guardians of the
maybe
Galaxy, that guy, what's his name? I forgot his name.
Max.
Yes, no, no, not Drax. The guy at the end of uh, was it? He was a timekeeper or something. He was like the god of time or
Oh,
something.
you're talking about Kang.
Hmm? Yeah, yeah, sorry, Kang.
And,
Yeah,
and
doesn't he show up in the next Guardians of the Galaxy movie?
yeah,
So it all ties in together. My thing is, what happens now with She-Hulk? Are they just gonna be like, "Oops, that was the redheaded stepchild"? Sorry, or
but that's what I was gonna go on is maybe, and right now I'm just being devil's advocate on this one. Um, and the only reason why I springboarded away from the Black Panther to Wonder Woman is to bring this story time back to a better light than thinking negative and being too, I shouldn't say too protected, but just to liven up the stream, liven up the podcast. But to be devil's advocate on She Hulk, maybe they canceled the second season because they didn't have the right director or producer at the time. But there is supposed to be a world of, what is it, World of Hulks? No, it's supposed to be a Hulk movie with all the Hulks like coming out of the woodworks. Because remember, so if you haven't seen um sorry, if you haven't seen She Hulk, the last episode, they introduce Skulk. What's his name? Skulk.
Skulk, yeah, something like that,
And that's Bruce Banner's son from Skatar or Sukar, sorry. So him, it's supposed to be him, Bruce Banner, Jennifer Walters, and there's supposed to be another one which I saw the how do you say it? The flyer, I guess, or the title poster of it. There's supposed to be Red Hulk.
yeah. Right.
So, and we still haven't seen Bruce Banner really go into either Gray Hulk or even Red Hulk. But in the newer comics, there is another scientist, an Asian scientist, that dabbles with Hulk's genes, and I forgot what else that creates Red Hulk, and he becomes Red Hulk. Like I think, if I remember correctly, his name is David Cho or John Cho. No, I think it's David Cho. Let's see, Red Hulk. I gotta look this up real quick. Yeah, originally Red Hulk was supposed to be the like a villain of all the Hulks at the time because it was a uncontrollable version of Bruce Banner at one point. But he does get recruited into into the Thunderbolt group. Which is supposed to go, which should be going after um the Hulk movie. But where the hell is Red Hulk? I gotta look.
They should leave it as.
They can never keep the freaking the same damn Hulks and everything. Oh, Amadeus Cho. There we go. Yeah.
Yes, Amadeus Cho. Good man. Good man.
So he does become a Green Hulk, but eventually he turns into the Red Hulk. But he's supposed to be a 19-year-old Korean American genius. Um, that succeeds Bruce Banner as the Hulk and becomes the totally awesome Hulk. So we'll see. Hopefully, they do implement that character into that. I hope it's called World World War Hulk.
World of
And World of Hulks.
Yeah.
So hopefully that brings back She Hulk into the play, into the game. But that's what 2023 and 2024 is gonna be. Um, is gonna pretty much show us. So hopefully, if they do that, they go back into doing a second season of She Hulk, or maybe precursor that World of Hulk movie with the second season of She Hulk and tells more of the story or gets ready for that storyline in the movie. But we'll see.
It's World War Hulk. Sorry, World War Hulk. Sorry.
There
I hope so. I hope so.
you
But you know,
go. Hmm.
but to go back to but all these changes, all this craziness, Marvel hasn't let us down yet. It might be Disney doing this stuff, but Marvel in itself has stuck to the plan. Um,
I really want to see what the hell's gonna happen with the new Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. There's
when's
so
that
many
coming out
things.
anyway?
Sometime this year it's supposed to be.
All right, I need to really watch the last one because I have not watched it yet. I'm
I
pretty
think
basically know the spoilers already.
hopefully is the same story, but I don't know. It could change.
I just is it the one the Sinister Six?
Oh no, it's gonna be yeah, it's this year. Okay. Wait, is this a cartoon version? No, that shouldn't be it. Yeah, that shouldn't be it. Unless it's coming out in 2024. Oh wait, it might yeah, 2024 it might be. Oh no, that's a different one. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, there it goes. Home run. Oh, yeah, there's so many different ones, but there's a one that's gonna come out this year that's supposed to be Across the Spider Verse.
Mm.
That might
Oh
be
yeah,
a cartoon version.
that should be following the Spideyverse when that came out a few years ago.
Mhm. Which I still thought that was awesome,
Yeah, I actually liked it. Um,
especially the fact that they finally brought in Miles Morales.
took them
Freaking
long
thank
enough.
God.
Took them long enough.
But yeah, I think the next one might be called Home Run. Spider-Man Home Run.
So many.
So yeah, it should have Venom in it and a few other freaking characters. I think that one just got postponed. Yeah.
They're not bringing. Oh wait, I see it now. They're not bringing what's his name back?
Who?
Tom Hardy. Right,
It should be bringing back Tom Hardy.
I hope so. Is he in this one?
Oh, I should kind of take that back. They might bring Tom Hardy back. I mean Tom Hardy for this one.
They might
But
bring
the
back
reason why,
Daredevil.
yeah, Daredevil is supposed to be in there. Um,
And the
yeah,
Black Panther.
Daredevil, maybe, yeah, maybe.
Oh man,
Hmm.
so
But wait, hold on. His friend is actually supposed to turn into a bad guy.
who Ned?
Yeah, I forgot what character they said or
Ravencroft. It's supposed to be Ravencroft that's coming in, but this one too.
I don't know.
That's his name, right? That was his name. I always get these names.
Craven.
Huh? Craven. There you go. Wow.
Craven. I was
Why did I
like,
say Ravencroft?
Ravencroft. I was like, who the hell is
Oh,
Craven?
I think I'm thinking of Harry Potter.
I was like, what the hell?
I think
Freaking
it's
threw me out of the
I
loop.
think it's yeah, Craven. I think Jason Momoa was supposed to play that too.
Well, they want Jason Moore. That doesn't mean that's really gonna happen.
He'd be a good fit for it.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, already the first thing I read from fandom, Craven was removed from the script and replaced by a villain from previous franchise.
Alright. I mean, that's fine.
That's kind of a smart idea because they really need to have Craven in his own movie with Spider-Man because that's a
Story.
totally different animal on that one.
Yeah. Sounds exciting though.
Yeah,
Sounds really exciting.
I can't find which one he's supposed to be. And I know he's supposed to turn into a bad guy, and I forgot which one. Oh, I remember. He turned into Hobgoblin, if I remember correctly.
Wait, you talking about Harry?
No, that's Green
Oh,
Goblin.
that's Green Goblin. Sorry, Wait, wasn't Hobgoblin Norman Osborn?
No, that was Green Goblin.
You sure? I thought Norman was Hobgoblin, and then Harry became Green Goblin.
No, they were both Green Goblin. but Harry took over Green Goblin. But yeah, the actual character for freaking for Hobgoblin, the actual alias for him is Ned, and this goes back. This goes way the hell back. So Ned might turn into freaking the Hobgoblin for some. I shouldn't say for some unstrange reason because I didn't grab these comic books back then. I don't know how he became Hobgoblin.
Interesting.
But yeah, Ned has been rumored to be freaking Hobgoblin in the next Spider-Man movie.
Um,
And that's gonna be crazy.
that's gonna.
Because remember, freaking Ned and Mary Jane both lost their memory kind of on knowing who Tom Holland is or Peter Parker is as well, one, knowing who the hell Peter Parker is and knowing that Peter Parker is Spider Man. I remember the last movie.
Remember, I didn't watch the last movie. I still haven't watched it.
What?
I haven't watched it. Listen,
Yo.
it's been a busy few years. But
Where is this? Where is this? Hold on. Where is this? Where is this freaking this damn thing? Fuck yeah! What the hell, bro? What the hell?
But there has been leaks. There have been leaked pictures of the actor that plays Ned, Jacob. I can't say his name. Batlin.
Yeah, Battling.
Batlin. He's been training and dropping weight, man.
That's good.
So it's a good. So he might. That might be the route that they're going.
Only hope, man. We can only hope.
It's gonna
Yo.
be interesting.
Yo. How can you not have seen the last movie?
I still haven't seen it, and I know it's on Disney Plus. I still haven't seen it.
Bro. You know what? This is what.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab.
Hey, bro. Alright, guys, it took me forever to freaking find that damn sound clip, but Jesus. I still can't believe.
It's been
So
what, like 2 years? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
It's going to be 2 years because it came out last year, but
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
all right. God damn.
Boy, I tell you what.
Oh my God.
It's fine. What the fuck? It's fine. It's fine.
Well, you already know what's gonna happen next time you come here. If you haven't seen it, we're freaking sitting down and watching it.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Alright, I gotta watch it.
I was playing a goddamn freaking can of rip it down your freaking your gullet just to freaking get to watch it.
I know it's on Disney Plus. I gotta watch it. I know.
Boo this man! Boo!
Mom say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Well, Mama's wrong. Mama's wrong again. Oh man, I still can't believe you haven't seen that damn movie.
There's a lot of things I haven't seen. There are a lot of things you haven't seen, and you know this. You know for a fact if I don't sit down and watch it, I'm not gonna watch it. But I will. I will make an effort. I'll make an effort.
Please do because that shows you how things could turn out and it was an awesome movie, especially to see freaking the Amazing Spider-Man and the original Spider-Man come into the Spider-Verse.
I mean, the whole multiverse thing that they're trying to do now, just the possibilities alone.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder. I just want to know what the end game is. That's all I want. I just want to know what the end game is.
Well, Endgame already happened, so try another
You know what I
one.
mean? You know what I mean?
Oh man. Well, let's see. Yeah, so we're already going away from most of the Avengers. Um, so we should be seeing a lot more different factions come out. So, like I was talking about earlier, Thunderbolts is one of them.
Mhm.
The Defenders is going to be another one that they're going to recreate.
Yeah.
Because their Netflix Defenders was straight up doo.
I don't even know why they tried.
Well, because they had the characters at the moment, but the only two characters that fit the bill was
Okay.
Luke Cage
Jessica.
and Jessica Johnson. No, Jessica, not Jessica Johnson.
Jones. Jessica Jones.
Jones. There we go, Jessica Jones. Yeah, those are the only two with freaking Daredevil. That's it. They're
Yeah.
they're freaking they're fluff. Iron Fist. They good try, Netflix. Good try.
It was close.
Good
They almost had it. It's close. But look, even then, even with that, even going back to what we talked about earlier, even them following the same strategy that Marvel did, and they did it with TV series.
Mm-hmm.
Introduced all these different characters and created all different great shows, and they brought them together.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't DC do the same thing? Get it together, damn it.
That's why DC is called Detective Comics and not freaking Marvel. They can't be spectacular, man.
So you're telling me I have to figure this out? I have to put this together like a puzzle?
Gotta figure something out.
I just thought of this. Who do I look like Batman to you? You look like Sherlock Holmes? Like,
Now they think we're all freaking Robin. Lost and confused.
I'd rather be Alfred.
And waiting for someone to hold our hand.
I'd rather be Alfred. You guys together. Oh man. But with that, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for the night. As always, we're gonna see what happens with these storylines. We're gonna see what happens with this drama with this new year. Quick note before we end. We're moving from Mondays to Thursdays for scheduling reasons. So you can catch us on Mondays and Thursdays. I mean, not Mondays. You cannot catch us on Mondays anymore.
You're about to fucked up now.
You catch us on social media on Mondays if you want to. Thursdays we will start having episodes. New year, new train of thoughts. And yeah, it just works out better for the both of us. Same thing. We'll set up a schedule on Twitch. Send out some announcements on social media. Keep you guys in the loop. As always, it's always a fun time. Guys, it's this new year. It's a peace, prosperity, abundance, love. Look out for each other. Be there for one another. I wish you all a happy new year.
You guys heard it from Rangel. Big alohas, big mahalos for joining in on the stream. Make sure you guys are protecting each other, staying safe, staying healthy, staying warm with this crazy freaking weather that we've been having. Even though I shouldn't say East Coast, everywhere has been bipolar lately. Freaking stay healthy, stay warm, and like you said, you guys are gonna see us on freaking Thursday, so we might or we might not turn this into a Thirsty Thursday stream. But till next time, guys, really appreciate it, big alohas. Thank you for coming in on the League of Reyes podcast. But hit us up on social media, like, subscribe on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Shoots, freaking follow us on all the social media, Twitch, Not just Twitch, but Twitter, IG, Facebook if we have any. But follow us everywhere and stay tuned. And we'll be posting a little bit more on some polls on things that we've talked about on this podcast as well as previous podcasts. All right, guys.
Talk to you guys later.